It was a perfect summer evening. The lake shimmered under a golden sunset, the air warm and fragrant with pine and water, and my boat bobbed gently at its dock, freshly cleaned and secured. My family had been enjoying a quiet day on the lake, nothing more than fishing, reading, and savoring the calm. Then came the unmistakable sound of laughter, shouting, and music, far too loud for the serene environment. I squinted toward the dock and saw them, the notorious Karen sisters, number 22 and number 23, along with a dozen of their friends, already boarding my boat without permission. They had turned my peaceful vessel into a floating party, lights blinking, speakers blasting, and champagne bottles popping. I ran down to the dock, heart pounding, not out of fear, but from sheer disbelief at their audacity. I shouted, "Hey, that's my boat. Get off immediately." They laughed, waving me off. "Relax, it's just a little fun. It's only a boat." I clenched my fists, taking a deep breath. The situation required strategy, not rage. They didn't know two critical things. One, I owned the boat outright, documented and registered in my name, and two, I had full authority over the dock, water, and navigation surrounding it. I activated the onboard security cameras remotely, alerting the local marina and Coast Guard to unauthorized activity. I then contacted my son, who had been practicing boating maneuvers. Within minutes, he piloted a small, faster craft alongside their party boat, blocking its exit from the dock while maintaining a safe distance. I boarded my own boat calmly, badge visible, and shouted across the water, "This is private property. You are trespassing and have no authority here. You must leave immediately, or legal action will be taken." The sisters froze, realizing that their fun had escalated into a confrontation they weren't prepared for. Their friends whispered nervously, some glancing toward the approaching marina patrol boat that I had quietly summoned. I took control of the situation with precision. Using the boat's remote controls and tethered lines, I maneuvered their vessel gently but firmly back toward the open lake, preventing it from docking or causing damage. Panic set in among the Karens. Loud music cut off abruptly when I disabled the onboard speaker system, and their champagne bottles clinked as hands shook nervously. By the time the Coast Guard and local authorities arrived, the sisters were trapped in the middle of the lake, utterly incapable of asserting control. Statements were taken, the unauthorized party documented, and the Karens were escorted safely, but firmly, back to shore. Later, as the sun set in fiery oranges and purples, I anchored my own boat and walked along the shoreline. The water was calm, the property secure, and the lesson undeniable. Entitlement, arrogance, and blatant disregard for property rights would always meet preparation, authority, and strategy. The Karen sisters had learned a lesson they would never forget. Never, ever assume that taking what doesn't belong to you comes without consequences. And for my family, the lake was peaceful again, our vessel safe, and our authority respected by anyone foolish enough to challenge it.